Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about something that has completely changed my routine, my mindset, and honestly, my life is going to the gym. And if someone had told me years ago that the gym would become one of my favorite leisure activities, I wouldn't believe them. But here I am, lifting weights and sweating like crazy, and loving every second of it. So let me show you why going to the gym is not just about your body. It also uh, is about your mindset, your discipline, and your peace. It's relevant to mention that I'm not a professional or a gym rat person, but it helps me a lot in many ways of my life. And I mean, I'm not a selfish person who wants to um, talk about me. But I would like to talk about how gym is very well leisure activity. So let's begin. So going to the gym gives you so much more than visible muscles, and it's it improves your mental health, especially if you are feeling stressed or anxious. On the other hand, it gives you a structure and a routine. Also, it teaches you discipline, patience, and how to fight excuses. And another advantage is boost your self-esteem, and it helps you sleep better, focus more, and feel proud on yourself. Actually, I've had days where everything went wrong. After 40 minutes at the gym, I came back feeling alive again. So, building a habit, it hasn't always been easy. Um, there were mornings when I just want to stay in bed, but I remind myself, if I skip today, I regret it later. And so I got up, put on my shoes, and I went. If I had wait to feel motivated every time, I would quite already. And but I learned that consistency beats motivation every time, even on hard days. I've shown up, and that has made me stronger inside and out. So a lot of people think the gym is about suffering or looking a certain way, but mm, me, it has become a form of leisure, a moment just for me, and it where a disconnect from my phone, focus on myself, listen to music, and feel powerful. It's a therapy with dumbbells, and I realized something important. When when you stop seeing the gym as punishment, and start seeing as a self-care, everything change. Personally, at first, I only want to be healthier, and I had felt tired, unmotivated, and disconnect from my body, and I had never trained seriously before, and I honestly didn't know where to start. But I start small, 20 minutes a day, and something happened. Little by little, I got into it. I pushed myself, and I started to notice little results, not just physical but emotional. And if I hadn't decided to try, I would miss out of. So I started going to the gym because I wasn't feeling great, physically or mentally. I had been sitting for hours, feeling sluggish and anxious. I'm not in. I'm not in else seemed help. I I had tried to home workouts or dancing, walking, but they didn't stick. I I thought maybe I need a space where the only goal is movement. And I had never liked the idea of gyms before. I used to think they were intimidating, but I found a quiet time to go, keep my headphones on, and focus on my own routine. If I hadn't taken that first step, I would miss a space that now feels surprisingly personal. And actually, I'm not doing anything extreme. I got about uh, 4 to 5 times a week, usually in the morning or usually at night. My session lasts about 90 minutes, and I combine cardio machines, and training. Some days I feel great, others I just try to get through it. And I skipped day. I felt sore, tired, unmotivated. It's normal, but I go anyway because I know it feels better afterward. Sometimes I follow a plan, sometimes I just do what feels right, and I realized that's okay. Going to the gym doesn't need to be all or nothing. If I had a way to feel ready, fit out, or I probably wouldn't have started at all. And advice from my personal experience is to looking for a gym when you have when you find a Speaking of screens, I think it's important to talk about phones in the gym. We're surrounded by mirrors, music, people filming workouts, and it can feel like we're being watched. And I felt uncomfortable when others take pictures or record themselves, and it creates a pressure that totally unnecessary. At some point, I had to step back from that, focus on my own pace, and remind myself that no one is really looking. They're just focused on themselves too. If gym culture had been less performative, maybe more people would be joined without feeling judged. I mean, um, it's very common to see people going to the gym just for uh, record videos about their super routines, but in real life, those routines are less are less technique. Um, uh, they had a lack of technique. Um, Many people feel frustrated with the we thanks for this pressure, or I don't know, is difficult to express that idea, but um, many uh, the people who resent join to the gym prefer to avoid those those situations because they felt frustrated and uncomfortable. But when you normalize those, is it's okay. In my case, my gym um, is just for women's, and no, it's different. But normal gyms is most common to see these uh, situations. But don't focus in the bad things and just work out and looking for your success.